Okay, we're all positioned with that first trade of the day in terms of profit target, stop loss, all that good stuff. So I'm going to try, if it'll allow me to here, going to try to come over real quick and give you a little recap. Last week we had that head and shoulders pattern, the shoulders being right in that 74 range that we talked about during some of those trades on Friday. We produced a little bit of selling. There was some resistance there off that second shoulder. Some selling came into play, and then it rose up, and what we had said at that point, it was probably going to have trouble penetrating, violating that pattern the first time up when it got to that shoulder height of 74. So again, this is the 60-minute chart because we're looking back a couple of days here, so I could show it to you. So got up here and again hit 74, hit that shoulder, and you can see what happened. Caused a pretty good amount of selling. The trades were so fast in there that I wasn't able to record and post them. We had, when all this was going on, you can see that area, we had a $23,500 day, and then had this bounce up that you see, and then a little, I don't want to say frustrating, but unfortunate. I had called that it was going to, when it got down to this level, I had called that it was going to break through to a new high on overnight trading. The only thing is it was maybe 3-4 in the morning, something like that when it happened, and I just couldn't stay up that late for it. So here it was. Did actually penetrate to the new highs that we saw yesterday. Let me take you to the daily chart if I can flip over real quick. Let me get this chart where it's supposed to be first of all. That's where we're trading currently, and let me go up to the daily chart. Okay, so here's what we have. Now yesterday, I will tell you that we had those 4 trend lines. If you've been watching these trades, when I say 4 trend lines, the upward slope trend line starting with that one that comes in at around 61, and then you can see 1 trend line, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we had 4 of them. Now you see there's a 5th one. The 5th one was formed when we had the head of that head and shoulders move. That little red body bar in the middle of the 2 adjacent to it that are hitting up around 74. So in any case, that upper trend line was formed. You can see that we pushed through it, through the what was the uppermost trend line off of this pivot high way down here. We pushed through that yesterday and did reach that new, let's call it our new upper trend line. There's a chance they're going to push and get up in that area again today. Now what I've got to check is I've got to look and see the economic reports this morning, because I know that there's some more unemployment data coming out. What are we? We're Thursday today. I know there's some more unemployment reports coming out. So some other reports that could potentially cause traders to move the market. I don't want to say move the market, but cause traders to react to the market and make the market move. I will tell you that this short position, just looking at the chart here, concerns me a little bit that we just took, because again, we've got this prior bar high that it could look to reach, and I don't want to say more so, but also this trend line that you see up here we could try to push. Now if we get a break potentially under it, you could see it at some point in the middle of the night, traded under this bar a little bit and then rose above it under the trend line, that second trend line. And that's a pretty big green bar. Gosh, I don't want this clip to run too long. I'm going to show you one more thing. The reason that I knew it was going to break to new highs during the overnight trading 2 nights ago, we had this head and shoulders pattern sold down. You can see this body with the bigger of the 2 red bodies here. That bar went down, hit this trend line, the lower of our trend lines, lowest of our trend lines, and then bounced back up. Then we had a little doji bar. Then we had another bar, this green body bar, traded down, came back up. What you're seeing there is bars that could have been very big red bars that buying support came in and bought them back up again. So you see these little bodies at the top of these bars that have very long wicks on them. This was all extremely bullish. Then we had another bar, the one second, or excuse me, now third from the right, this green one, we had it trade up. It was a very bullish set of signals that led me to believe that we were going to push to those new highs. That's where that call came from. So in fact did push to new highs. Now we've got this huge green bar up here, and potentially even still, while it's still pretty bullish, we're getting toward the end of the week here, and we've got some reports coming out that may alter that picture a little bit. We could see a little bit of selling back down into this kind of looks like maybe this third of those trend lines. What does that put us at? Probably 1073-ish, 1074, maybe back down in that shoulder area again if we start to see some selling. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but if we do start to see some selling, that's kind of the area that it may get down to. Certainly that 77 area where that prior high was, that head would be a potential area of some support, but it could get back down into the 73 area maybe today if it really starts moving. So in any case, that's kind of where we are. I know that clip was kind of long, apologize for that, but I'm going to take a look at all the economic calendar and all the reports that are coming out, and I'll be back in a little bit with any further insight that I can share.